Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Paul from Vincent Sports Card Finds. I was actually going to do a set breakdown today, but when I went to the mailbox, I discovered that I had some eBay stuff, so we're going to do that instead. And the set breakdown will come a little bit later in the week. So I'm going to tell you what I paid for these, and then basically. Kind of the strategy as to why I picked them up. 69 Tops Football. I've been sort of picking these up as I've been going along. So what we get there is a Tony Lorick, excellent 5. And I picked these up because I got a good deal on them. You know what I mean? 69 Tops, Gary Ballman, excellent 5. Then I got this Hewitt Dixon 69 in a 6. And I'm trying to put together this set slowly, graded. It's one of the few vintage football sets, vintage like, pre-1970. And then there's Charlie Gogolak and a 7.5. So if you guys are a viewer of the channel, you know that I like to buy things at the best price I can get them. This was too good of a deal to pass up. These 4 cards were already on eBay. I made the guy a best offer, and I think and the best offer was only a couple of dollars difference from what he already had it listed. So it ended up being a great price. He had it listed already fairly inexpensively. And I think I paid all in with shipping and everything else less than $8 per slab. So with the card and the slab, it was less than $8. I don't know. I feel like I'm coming off red here. That may be something to do with the lighting. I apologize if you're getting a little bit of red in your picture. Now, the other big thing that came in, and so far what I see here, I bought a lot of 1962 Tops. And again, if you're a viewer of the channel, you know that I like to buy lots and on vintage sets. And that's kind of how I build up the arsenal of, getting the bulk of the set out of the way. And I am going to mention, just by what I see here already, I'm going to mention this seller on eBay because, it's not like a paid promotion, but quite frankly, his cards are always a little bit better than advertised. This is the second time I'm buying from him, and the second time I'm thoroughly surprised. So this is I hope it's okay that I'm putting this out there. But, he's got a business card, so I assume it's okay. Looks like Vintage Sports Cards. Joseph Del Grippo. Check him out, guys, because you know what? So far, I've bought 2 large lots from him, and in both cases, the cards look much better than advertised. He's like G, VG, mid to low grade, and these are not like high grade, but they're not. They're certainly VG at least. Billy Hitchcock, Norm Bass. I mean, some of these cards, they're strong VG. And some a little better, but at least strong VG. Art Fowler, Lee Walls. I can't tell you the exact number of cards off the top of my head because, like I said, this was more of I went to the mailbox and saw this today, so I hadn't really prepped for this. Frank Bowling, And I'm hoping, there might be a surprise or two in here. I will say this, Johnny Klipstein, Pumpsy Green. This guy has a little more, meaning to the Red Sox, since he was I believe, first black player for or African American player for the Red Sox, who were the last team in the league to integrate, unfortunately. Wes Covington, Dick Stewart, Frank Bowman. I remember reading a story, I think it was in a Halberstam book, that the Red Sox, when they went to look at a pitcher from Louisiana that turned out to be a pretty good pitcher for them in the 40s. They had the opportunity to go see Ernie Banks, and the scout was telling management, this guy's like legit. We gotta sign him, and they were not biting on that. I just think what it would have been like to have Ted Williams and Ernie Banks on the same team. So the other thing I will say is that when you buy from this gentleman, if you're looking for cards, these are going to be commons. So if he's listing them as commons, they're going to be commons. There's, you're probably not going to snag any super crazy steals in terms of named players, but the condition of the cards always seems to be as advertised or better. So I gotta give him that for sure. Jim Brewer, kind of minor star there. Terry Fox, Darrell Spencer, Ike DeLocke. So pretty nice condition. Certainly fits the condition of my set. Frank Bowling and Roy McMillan. These are better than average, I would say, or at least very much strong mid-grade cards. Don't see creases in here, so that's a huge plus. And you guys know I'm a big fan of corners before anything else, especially on vintage cards, right? I mean, vintage cards are just going to be, they're going to be off center. I mean, there's no two ways about it. You look for the best centered ones you can find, but you go and get them, and they're going to be off center. If you can find a really great centered card, awesome. But I'm really happy. I don't see any creasing for the most part in these cards. And when you're buying 62s and 63s and 61s, early 60s stuff, you're going to have some. You would expect to have some. Bob Perkey, Jim Turner, and Joey J, the right pitch. Now we're going to open up another little baggie. These came in 3 bags. The other good thing about this fella, Vintage Sports Cards on eBay, his name is Joe. I'm going to contact him and let him know that, I really like his stuff. I like how he ships. I like how he takes care of the product. It comes in very good condition. So they come in these baggies, and the whole package was very wrapped in a box in bubble wrap. So very, very strong packaging. So these are the early ones. So this is like, 1 to 120. Again, no major stars jumping off the page at me, but condition strong again. I don't see any creasing. Dick Hauser, Dick Donovan. I mean, there's obviously centering issues. Some rookies mixed in, again, of commons, but, you got to pick them up. You got to pick them up if you're trying to complete a set. And especially 62, this is... these cards usually average around a dollar, close to $1 a card if you're buying them in large lots. And I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I want to say I was close to like 50 or 60 cents a card, maybe, which is like really pre-pandemic numbers, when I think about it. I used to go to a show when it was closer in Mansfield all the time, and there was a dealer there who sold vintage, and you could cherry pick the best conditioned vintage. So I'd spend like $200-300 with this vendor and just come home with like the best conditioned vintage, and he was selling it at 40 cents a card, which was about 10% of book at the time. Milt Pappas, it's not bad. Gene Green at Harbaugh, I don't know. Jim Pagliaroni, Darren Johnson, Larry Jackson. Yeah, I'm pumped again. And I'm going to say this because I feel like it's true. I go out of my way when I sell on eBay to really try to provide like the lowest grade. So let's say my cards I think are excellent. I'm going to put VG to VG excellent, to try and get people to understand, hey, listen, so that when they get it and most of the cards are excellent, they're going to be stoked. And I think that's how you get repeat buyers. You know what I mean? Mike McCormick. And so that's not always the case on eBay. And there's plenty of great vendors on eBay. But when you find one that you like, you can trust, especially with how they grade cards, Bob Perky, stick with that person, because if they're grading cards and they're grading it at a good, price, they're grading it right, rather, that's the way to go. This is the last batch, and it's got some high numbers in it. Not a ton, but some. So let's see what we got here. Joe Adcock. So these, I'm pleased. So Earl Robinson. So when I am pleased with a lot, I'm going to say it. And I'm certainly going to message the guy and let him know that I'm very, very pleased with the condition of the cards. And I might even tell him, give him a shout out on YouTube just so he knows to expect a ton of business. Thanks, guys. By the way, I want to thank you guys we're over 200 subscribers. It's a little bit of snowing on this card. I always look Red Sox cards over a little bit more intently. Frank Torrey. McCormick shows his stuff. Al Dart. And again, I think these are all different cards. So just like the last time, I think the last time I got a lot from him, it was like 66s or 67s. And just, really nice condition stuff. Very well packaged, so there's not going to be an issue while the cards are being shipped. I'm very, very impressed. I ship on eBay all the time, and even by my standards, he makes me look a little bit soft on how I ship. I always ship in a box and then in a padded envelope and that sort of stuff. So, but especially lots like this. So this is where we're getting in the upper 300s. Jim Perry, Al Smith, and I think this guy had this card here is 422. Jim Pendleton, Jim Archer, Ray Moore, Jerry Buchek, Joe J, Wes Stock, Del Crandall. That's a nice one. Again, nice condition overall. Don Elston. Cal McIllish, Ed Bailey, Don McMahon, Jim Donahue, Jim Lemon. And these cards now were in the 500s. Bubba Phillips and Lee May. Nice looking card. Good color on that card. Yeah, there's some that are obviously the register's off on that one. That card is really nice and sharp. Really nice color on a uniform and everything. So it's really good looking card. Off center, but that's, again, 1962 tops. What are you going to do? Hey, guys, that's it. There was kind of a surprise video. I didn't expect this stuff to come in so quickly. That's the other thing. Both of these vendors shipped in a timely manner, very quick. I think it took 2 days on both of them. So very impressive. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you enjoy the content, please comment, like, share, subscribe if you're new. Really like to get up to 300 subscribers before the first year is out. Wild that I started this channel at the end of July last year, so it's been an interesting year, to say the least. Anyway, we'd like to get as many subscribers as possible. I hope you enjoy the content. If you keep watching, I'll keep making them. I really enjoy doing it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. And as always, happy hunting. Have a good night, guys.